Assalamu alaikum.
Pakistan
Wow.
and everyone around the globe as well. Welcome to PTV World. You're watching Well this morning on a beautiful morning with Shahzad Khan and Shahzad Hashmi. Ladies and gentlemen, the spirits are lifted.
Yes, indeed. That's how it is, ladies and gentlemen. We hope everybody who's actually tuned into PTV World is doing great, is doing fabulous, because it's time to rise and shine, wake and bake, get up, and please be more focused about whatever you want to achieve in life. Ladies and gentlemen, it is very important to be dedicated and motivated, and that too actually needs to come from your inner self.
Yes,
because if
absolutely.
it's not going to come from your inner self, I don't think that anybody else can actually keep you motivated for the fact that what is your destiny. So please make sure that you take smaller steps towards your destiny every single day, because every single day is your second chance.
Well, that was motivational early in the morning. Wow, Shahzad Khan. But since you're talking about motivation, you should also be patient. And I think this is something that Shahzad and I were discussing before the show as well.
Exactly.
So, I mean, I'm pretty sure all of you have kids of different ages at your places. So with kids, there's a psychology of, that whatever, however you behave with them, it sort of stays in their subconscious for, the later life. It develops into a personality that they carry for the future as well. So if a kid bugs you, they are inquisitive by nature, They will keep coming to you, questioning things and asking things again and again. Just be patient with them. Don't shun them. Don't shout at them. They do not understand if you're angry at someone, if you had a fight with someone, if you have a headache or anything. They just understand love. So you really have to be patient around them.
And I think you really need to practice patience, ladies and gentlemen, because I believe that patience is a talent. And the sole reason why I'm saying this is that whenever we talk about kids, so a normal kid, ladies and gentlemen, on daily basis actually asks 400 questions.
Wow.
This is a fact. So, nobody can change that. So what you can probably do is that you probably can just give him or her a smaller reply, which actually needs to be very polite too as well. So ladies and gentlemen, please make sure that you answer your kid's questions in a way where he or she actually understands what you're trying to convey.
Or learns something as well. And this happens to be one of the responsibility of the citizens as well.
Exactly.
Not only your kids around you as well.
Exactly.
And since we are talking about responsibilities, there's this one thing, especially in Pakistan, Shahzad, we happen to be the most philanthropic nation in the world.
Number
so
one.
proud of that. Yes, absolutely. So there are, some entrepreneurs in the country who are, mashallah, doing absolutely great with their work.
Yeah.
But they have ventured into social entrepreneurship.
Yes.
What is social entrepreneurship? That everything that they make out of their business, they invest a major part of that in the public, in the citizens of the country as well.
Exactly.
So that, first of all, I think they feel content, of course, because they're contributing so much to the country. Other than that, because they're providing different sort of platforms to people and doing a lot. I think, Shahzad, you know where I'm going with this.
I exactly know, ladies and gentlemen. So what happened was that, back in 2009, I myself, ladies and gentlemen, is a product of such a competition where, there was this private channel and they came up with this competition that, if anybody is going to participate and if they wanted to be on television, they can come over.
Yeah.
And then they obviously have to go through a vigorous training process as well, which I believe is very important and essential for everybody who actually needs to be on television, who wants to be a musician, who wants to be an artist. There are different universities out there these days as well. So there's anything and everything is possible these days as well. But ladies and gentlemen, for people who actually take these initiatives, it is important to promote them. And I think that's what we do at PTV World and at World this morning as well, where we actually call people from all walks of life, discuss their achievements in life, what they want to be, what they aspire to be. And then at the same time, today, we're very lucky that we have actually been joined by people who gave these kids an amazing platform. And finally, these kids are over here on television. They wanted to be singers, musicians for a longer period of time. And I think Serena and Sarangi actually have them. So talking about Sarangi, do you want to build up on that?
Yes, I'll tell you. So Serena Hotels, ladies and gentlemen, I'm pretty sure all of you know, have different sort of, cultural diplomacy programs and also public diplomacy programs.
Exactly.
A lot of things that I'm missing over here, but we have a representative that will talk about this. So Sarangi happens to be one of the programs of the cultural diplomacy, where Serena Hotels celebrates the culture of Pakistan through arts, different forms of arts, through, singing as well as the performing arts. And Sarangi, this one, the one we're talking about, happens to be all about singing, and we are so lucky to have these amazing products of Sarangi at our show today.
Exactly.
For two reasons. First of all, because we love to start our mornings musically, and second of all, we love to celebrate talent in Pakistan.
All right, and I'm very sorry, our producer is actually in a rush and he actually wants us to introduce the guest, but there's this one small thing which I wanted to say, and that is, ladies and gentlemen, that these platforms are out there, and I think that people actually need to keep their eyes open as well as in how to participate anticipate what to do, what not to do. So 2017 and 2018, I think Serena did a great job with Sarangi. Those talented musicians who actually won are over here in the studios with us, and we're definitely going to share their soulful vocals with all of you out there as well. And then you can judge yourself too as well, whether Sarangi did a great job or not. And then at the same time, PTV World is actually partnering with Serena Hotels, and we'll definitely be bringing you something very interesting in days to come as well. So on our right-hand side, Shiza, without any further ado.
Yes, without any further ado, this brilliant woman happens to be the digital marketing manager for Serena Hotels. She used to work in, abroad as well, and she has learned quite a lot of hospitality from different parts of the world. She happens to be Sania Haroon. Hello, assalamu alaikum. Welcome to the show.
And thank you to both of you for having us here today.
Thank you very much.
Pleasure,
It's wonderful
absolutely.
to have you. Okay, so now, ladies and gentlemen, it's actually time to announce the winners of Sarangi season 2017 and 18 as well.
So excited.
So before I
about this.
introduce, okay, so when we are going to say our hellos, you guys will actually say your hellos while singing, okay? So whatever way you want to do it, I've given you a heads up. Let's do that. Ladies and gentlemen, on our right-hand side, we've actually been joined by one of the winners from Sarangi. She is none other than Miss Ifra, and she's a singer. Hello, assalamu alaikum, how are you?
Hello, alaikum assalam.
Wow.
Love it.
That was wonderful. That was wonderful. Alongside Ifra, ladies and gentlemen, we have actually been joined by Aha. John, hello, how are you?
I'm fine, I'm not a singer.
But it's still alright. You can probably do something with your guitar. Give us a reply with your guitar. Come on. Yeah, we're doing that.
Okay.
We're moving on to the next one.
Hello.
Hello.
That's the best I can do right now.
That was a little dry, but it's perfectly all right. And last but not the least, ladies and gentlemen, we've been joined by one of the most amazing products we've actually got from Sarangi, which as a platform definitely, I think, has helped these people emerge as amazing, talented musicians and singers. He's none other than Miss Ans Rahman. Hello. Assalamu alaikum. How are you?
Hello, assalamu alaikum. I'm good.
You were supposed to sing, right? Okay, go ahead. Try that.
Hello, alaikum assalam.
Wow, that's great too as well.
Love it. So to begin the conversation, of course, we have to do it with Sania over here. So Sania, there are different, music battles in Pakistan, battle of bands as well, all sorts of, platforms that are given out. But there's this one thing that my, singer friends have mentioned as well. They don't know how to sort of reach out to them or to apply over there. So this Sarangi program of Serena, this was all online, and you happen to be the head of that. Tell us about it, how it started, whose idea was it? Because I know for a very long time, cultural diplomacy has been going on, right?
Yeah.
So go on. But it started in 2017, right?
Yes, basically there are a lot of community initiatives that Serena has been doing.
Yeah.
This was the brainchild of our CEO, Mr. Aziz Balani.
Wow.
We didn't understand it in the beginning, but as we started working towards it, all of us, we realized how creative it was and what bigger message it had in the end, tucked in somewhere behind all of these events that we do. Cultural diplomacy is one such thing. The basic objective is to promote the culture of Pakistan, the heritage of Pakistan through arts, through music. So Sarangi was one such event which we did, and I think the basic concept of doing it was whatever you mentioned rightly so just now. It was that people couldn't really reach out. The masses, basically, they didn't know how to get to that next step. Like, we all hear about these competitions, but how did those people come there? It's a long process, and it's not so transparent often, which is why we started this on our social media. So everything from A to Z was through our social media. It was very transparent. So anyone can submit their video or their audio, and, they have a chance to apply, and then we see through the submissions.
Oh, perfect, perfect. That sounds absolutely stunning. But I have to, get the point of view of the singers as well.
Yeah.
So Ifra, the band, right? And you both are siblings, Ahad and Ifra.
Yeah.
And ladies and gentlemen, do you know they have a younger sibling as well who plays the drums for them?
Really?
Yeah, but he's not here, unfortunately. And you came all the way from?
Faisalabad.
Wow.
Faisalabad. Well, that's my village too as well. But I'm so unfortunate that I've never ever been to Faisalabad. And talking about Faisalabad, ladies and gentlemen, the older name of Faisalabad is Lalpur.
Oh,
if I'm correct. Yes, go ahead. So how did you guys, first of all, get to know about Sarangi? Because these things need to be out there for kids who actually want to be musicians, just like you. They want to be on television. They want to be famous. And then how do you think that Sarangi has actually done justice with your talent by bringing you over here in Islamabad and then promoting you as musicians?
And for those who don't know, Ifra the band happens to be the winner of the first season of Sarangi, right? 2017. Go ahead.
So we came to know about Sarangi through Facebook.
Oh,
We saw a post on Facebook, and
A friend of mine actually sent it to me, and he was like, "Hey, you guys should apply to this." And I was just not gonna do that at the time. I thought nothing's gonna happen because these things don't really work out that much. But I finally did apply, and I submitted a video of ours, a 1-minute video of our original song. And I was amazed by how easy it was. Like, I was not expecting it to be that easy.
Right.
Yeah.
Like,
What do you mean by easy? I mean,
like,
just a click away.
there was.
so are you trying to say that you're such a phenomenal musician that
No,
it
I'm not
wasn't
trying to
really
say that.
difficult? Yeah.
What I mean by that is there was nothing like hidden stuff
Okay.
that was
So
happening.
it was transparent.
Yeah, it was.
Yes.
Okay.
And on a single video basis, we came to Serena, and then we competed with 5 other great bands, and it was really great. It was a great experience.
But I want to dig in a little bit more as well, and that is that, finally when you got to know that, okay, we actually have to go to Serena and we'll be competing, what was the kind of adrenaline you guys got?
We were
Because, for once when I got to know that, I'll be going to Karachi and living over there for 4 years, I was like, I'm not looking back even. I'm not coming back at all. So, what kind of a feeling or the emotional process do you go through when you get to know that your work is being recognized and people are loving it and we need to be out there? How do you feel?
We were kind of nervous.
We were stressing out a lot. Like, we've never performed out of our homes. Like, we've been playing since ever, like since we were children. And then Sarangi just took us out of that, and they were gonna ask us to perform in Islamabad, and we were like, okay, so
in
what are we
front of
gonna
really
do now?
big people, and it was a really big thing for us.
And you had never performed for crowds?
No, never.
Not
Like,
that.
Was it
Faisalabad is not
nerve-wracking
that
in-
kind of a
I
thing.
mean, did you
Come
do a
on,
blunder?
don't say
Okay,
that,
be honest.
because I think that it's 3 or 4. I think it was a month ago that actually we went to festival with a very huge kind of and a gigantic kind of festival, and a lot of people were there too as well.
Yeah, it has changed.
So I
a
think
lot.
things are changing. I think that we really need to pay tribute to all those people who are actually putting in effort as well. But let's move on to Ans. So Ans, you I think are the latest product of Sarangi. You're the winner of 2018 Sarangi competition as well. How was it for you to be a part of it?
I basically from the Reemer Khan. So one day my brother saw a post on the Facebook called Serena Sarangi Star. तो उसने मुझे बताया कि audition देना चाहिए.
Okay.
Okay.
It's a good thing. So we मतलब हमने वीडियो बनाया,
Yeah.
live video called कदी आमिल सामल यारवे.
Okay.
It's a raga based song.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
So हमने उसको audition भेजा और then we have a call from the judges.
Yeah.
That you
और
were
बहुत-
selected.
बहुत
And we'll
तारीफ-
talk about the judges too, ladies
Yeah.
and gentlemen, because I think those names are one of the largest and the biggest names in the industry of
Right.
music over here in Pakistan as well.
So, Ans, when you were recording your audition, I'm so sorry, did you feel like you were going to get selected? Were you sure of it?
Not sure.
Not really.
And now, look, here you are.
The winner,
you're the
mashallah.
winner as well. So what we're going to do is, so the same song which you actually sent for your audition, you're going to sing it for all of us over here, okay?
wow.
And people who are out there to whom we open our windows of sunshine. Let's do that.
साजन प्रीत लगा के दूर देश मत जा वसो हमारी नगरी में मोहे सुंदर मुख दिखला जाना
Beautiful.
ओ कदिया मिल सांवल यार वे ओ कदिया मिल सांवल यार वे मेरे लूनू चीख पुकार वे मेरे लूनू चीख पुकार वे ओ कदिया मिल सांवल यार वे.
Wow.
Beautiful, beautiful.
I'm absolutely blown away.
I think that, if I would have seen this video and if I was auditioning you, for me, you would have been the winner right there.
Thank you so much. It's mean
you
a
know,
lot.
ladies and gentlemen, some vocals are of such sort that they actually take you into a process of transition where, because this particular song, I think everybody can pretty much relate to it too as well, because most of the times musicians do come up with songs which speak the language of your heart too as well. So speaking about that, I think we need to come down to the point where we talk about the judges as well, because it's very crucial. We really have to do justice with the talent of these youngsters over here who are actually going to hold the entire arena together.
Yeah. Of course, no. I think you very rightly put that together. Judges are very important, although everything that we do is in-house, you know, the team does it.
Yeah.
But when it came to this particular initiative, we told our CEO that, look, we might not have that ear for music, so, you know, we need to get the professionals in. But I'd like to mention one thing here, that mashallah, each of the judges that we contacted, you know, everybody supported us in kind.
Wow.
So they not only took out time from their busy schedules, they were, of course, everybody has their dates, but they were busy. They didn't take anything from us. It was a total, you know, project from the heart. So we had Mr. Nizar Lalani.
Yeah. Okay.
We had Mr. Samad Ghafoor with us, music legends. We had Ms. Hadika Kiani,
Wow.
Ali Noor. So, you know, there was a lot of creative, you know, vibes going on during
and
that
Mr. Ali
judgment
Azmat as well.
Sorry?
Mr. Ali Azmat as well, I think. He was on the panel you were telling us before the show.
Not Ali Azmat, Ali Noor.
Ali Noor, okay.
Okay, makes
And
sense.
ladies and gentlemen, talking about Ali Noor, I think he's one of those people I happen to know that they're musically legendary as well. You know, the type of compositions they put in as well. And, you know, they're technically so sound that you cannot actually compete with them.
But, you know, coming back to, you know, the audition, Sanya.
Yeah.
Now, this initiative is sort of one of its kind.
Yes.
What was the response, the type of response? Was season 1 more successful than season 2? Tell us all about it.
Season 1, we received a huge number of submissions from all over the Pakistan.
Wow.
And, you know, even from cities that you would think that people might not be interested. And we were like, okay, music is, you know, really people are interested in that.
But, you know, that's the power of social media.
Exactly, exactly. So it really reached out to everyone. But in season 2, we were literally blown away because we received such a huge amount of response, again, from each city, each corner of Pakistan.
Wow.
So I would say we're really geared up for season 3 now, you know.
So what are your speculations for season 3?
I think this time it would be even better.
Inshallah.
Because of your kind support, of course, PTV has, you know, is nice enough to invite us here.
Our pleasure.
Our singers are getting the, you know,
they deserve the platform that they're getting.
Yeah, so we're definitely thinking that other people, when they see this, you know, they'd step in as well, and of course, more would come forward.
Of course, we wish you all the best of luck for that. But Ifra, coming to you, what was your music career before, you know, you signed up for Sarangi? Were you guys producing your own music? Were you guys performing as well?
We weren't performing, but we wrote some music. He's the music writer and composer and everything. I'm just the singer.
We were making music, but we weren't performing it.
Yeah.
Because
So
there
was
was
the first
nowhere to
time-
perform it.
So this was the first time you got a platform?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, but this is, you know, let's make it a little more interesting because I happen to be one of those siblings who's actually most of the time in arguments with the rest of the siblings too as well. And since your younger brother happens to be the drummer, you happen to be the lead vocalist, and he happens to be on rhythms too as well. So what if one day, you know, he probably have eaten all of your chocolates and you really do not feel like performing, and he's like, okay, we need to go to a show. What do you guys do? How do you guys settle down then? Do you actually have to take the matter into your parents' court as well?
No, I'm the one who eats chocolate, so
Yeah, there's no debate on that.
And does he get you chocolates too as well?
no.
She eats mine too.
Yeah.
No, okay, but what happens, God forbid, you know, if one of you guys is not ready to perform and he's like, okay, you guys go ahead, I'm
Maybe
not coming
not
with you
feeling
guys.
well or
You know, this is something which happens in between siblings. So how do you guys adjust that?
Well, he's really strict about that,
Okay.
so
Yeah.
we never have a chance to say
But we
that.
manage on multiple instruments. Like I can manage on other instruments as well.
Okay.
So if somebody's not well, okay, so.
Okay, and what if Ifra one day, you know, tells you, I'm not going to be a part of your band, come on, you
I'm going
can
solo.
actually look forward to anybody else. What would you do then?
Then I'm going to force people to listen to my voice.
No, but you know, what I understand from all of this is that Ahad happens to be the backbone of the band, which is
Yes.
absolutely amazing, yes.
And I think this is what brothers need to do. You know,
Yes.
they actually need to look after their families. And I think that this is what I've learned too as well. I think the show is more about me today. No, it's all right. But let's put you guys to test. What are you guys going to sing for us?
Listen,
Okay.
it's a song by Ali Azmat.
Let's do that. Which one is it?
Listen,
Sambhal.
Okay, Le Sambhal, ladies and gentlemen, is coming your way. Ali Azmat is definitely one of those rock stars Pakistan's never produced ever in the history.
Indeed.
मेरी तुझे बन गई तकदीर तू लगनी है गले विच एक जंजीर मेरी तुझे बन गई है तकदीर सपना की बन गई है ताबीर तेरे बिना मैं ना रवा ना मेरा तेरा जहर जे मैं पिया ते मरा की करा जेड़ा दिल तू लाया मेरे नाल मेरे यार कोई ना करे वे तू सवाल मेरे नाल मेरे दिल दा की पता केड़े पासे जाएगा खां टपके कम मुकाएगा ओ ले संभाल ਇਹਨਾਂ ਵੀ ਤੂੰ ਨਾ ਕਰ ਹੁਣ ਮਜਬੂਰ ਮੇਰੇ ਦਿਲ ਨੂੰ ਕੁਛ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੁਣ ਮਨਜ਼ੂਰ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਵੀ ਤੂੰ ਨਾ ਕਰ ਹੁਣ ਮਜਬੂਰ ਹੋਏ ਤੂੰ ਕਿਸ ਗੱਲ ਤੇ ਮਗਰੂਰ ਜਿੰਦਾ ਰਵਾ ਮਰਦਾ ਰਵਾ तेरे नाल होके परा कुछ ना करा ते मरा की करा जेड़ा दिल तू लाया मेरे नाल मेरे यार कोई ना करे वे तू सवाल मेरे नाल मेरे दिल दा की पता केड़े पासे जाएगा टपके कम मुकाएगा ओ ले संभाल
Beautiful, that was superb,
Absolutely
ladies and
stunning
gentlemen.
for the band. But ladies and gentlemen, now it's the moment of truth. So all of you kids, without looking in Sanya, you have to tell us what platforms you got, what real deals you got out of Sarangi after you won. But hold that thought because we're going to ask you right after this short break, ladies and gentlemen. Stay tuned because the moment of truth is almost here.
Yeah, good morning.
Stay tuned.
I think that's what it is, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. But unfortunately, I couldn't play the guitar today, and it's all because of the fact that my nails have actually grown a bit longer. But other than that, music must go on.
Absolutely. So, without a doubt, we have the best products of Sarangi Sarina over here with us, ladies and gentlemen, who are so young and absolutely stunning to listen to. But before we went out on a short break, we were about to have the moment of truth. So, for both of you, Ans and Ifra, the band,
I think I'll give you a little bit of background music too.
Okay, perfect. Give me a dramatic music. What happened for both of you after you won? Did you have any contracts with the music industry? Any sort of, singles or albums that you're going to put out? Any sort of concert performances? Starting with you, Ifra.
Well, we had many shows. We do have a song in a movie.
We have 2 EPs coming.
Wow.
September, I think.
Mashallah, that's great.
Yeah, and the number of people that contacted us was just amazing. Like, we weren't expecting any of that.
Wow.
So we started performing in Faisalabad, in Islamabad, Multan, all of the cities, and it was
Sialkot.
Sialkot, yeah, you don't miss out.
it was just out of the blues. Like, we weren't expecting any of this.
But
So
do
it was
people
really great.
recognize you now?
Yeah.
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, and how do you deal with it? Are you excited about it? Because of course you have an recognition and identity of your own now that you've built for yourself.
Exactly. And I think that's great. But there's this one question which is very tricky, so you actually have to be very careful while answering it, and that's something which has to do with being under the spotlight as well. So, a lot of times, ladies and gentlemen, when bands are formed, it's always the singer herself or himself getting all the attention. And particularly in this case, I think, since you're a sibling band as well, so how do you guys get through that as well? Ifra, mujhe bhi tumhari selfie mein so something of that sort.
Well, people just come to me and ask for selfies, and I just tease them. Don't you want to take selfies with them? Like, only me?
And I just usually force myself into it.
Yeah, that's great.
Just photobombs everything. Like.
Exactly, that's great. Ans, what about you?
Yeah.
After winning, many composers contact me, like Kamran Akhtar.
Wow.
He's a very good composer for Pakistan.
Yeah.
And we're talking about our single, our album.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're going to have an album?
Yes.
Oh,
that's great.
when is
I'll
this going
working
to
on it.
happen? When is this going to happen, the album that you will
Kab
have?
album aap produce karenge?
After 2 months.
After 2 months. Okay, that's great. Now this is a very important question once again as well. I'm sorry that I'm so excited because I've worked for the music industry for quite a long period. But these days over here in Pakistan and globally as well, nobody's actually producing albums. People come out with their singles and then their videos, they do some concerts, and then after 3 months gap or 4 months gap, they come up with another single. Why do you want to risk yourself with an album initially?
Because I like to sing classical music with pop fusion. So I thinking कि मुझे भी कुछ एल्बम में मतलब इस तरह का कुछ जॉनर करना चाहिए जिससे मतलब एक न्यू जो हमारी जनरेशन है उसको कुछ सुनने को मिले.
So can we do that for the newer generation who are out there as well? Ans, do you happen to play the guitar too as well?
No,
okay, so you just sing.
Play a harmonium or
harmonium.
Keyboard.
Oh, wow.
So you're properly trained. So what are you going to share with us now?
From your album, if you can.
From album?
Yeah.
Can you?
Anything, so
Right now.
we just wanted to get a little bit of taste of what your album might sound like.
Or any other song, it's okay. Go ahead, whatever you have in your mind.
Like a song, Pakistani song, Mora Singya.
Yeah.
Yes,
Go ahead.
please
Go
go
ahead.
ahead.
It's a beautiful
You have
one.
the-
F sharp.
Yes.
Here you go.